Hello everyone. Let us discuss about Unit 2.4, that is promoting self-esteem among students. So here we will discuss what is self-esteem and how promotion of self-esteem among students can help them in their education and otherwise as an individual. Moving ahead. Now let us first see what it is. That is, what is self-esteem? Self-esteem refers to the way we see and think about ourselves. So it is basically an image of you that you possess and what you consider yourself to be and what you think you are. So now that we have understood what exactly is self-esteem, now let us discuss or see a few more things associated with the topic. Now, what it's made of. Now, what exactly is self-esteem made of? Now, your self-esteem is made up of all the experiences and interpersonal relationships you have had in your life. So, basically, as an individual, if you're at an age of 25 or 24, you must have had lots of experiences in your life, and those experiences have shaped you into a person that you are now, or the kind of relationship that you have been into. Relationship with your father, your mother, your siblings, your relatives, your friends, the kind of interrelationship or interpersonal relationship that you shared with each individual who have contributed directly or indirectly in your life. All these people contribute to your self-esteem or the way you consider yourself to be. Now, everyone you have ever met has added to or taken away from how you see yourself. So you will meet various people. There'll be some who will give you something or tell you something more about yourself which will make you more confident. And there'll be some people you'll meet in your life who will take away that self-confidence from you, that uh, healthy image that you possess of yourself from you. So there are different kinds of people that you meet and the kinds of experiences that you have had in your life would determine your self-esteem. So it's basically a combination of both, like your experiences and your relationships. Moving ahead, we will discuss here now a person with a high self-esteem. What would be the characteristics of such a person? Now, in order for us to identify, or for us as teachers to identify students, and if I want to distinguish between those students who are having high self-esteem and low self-esteem, now what are those characteristics that I will have to focus on, that I will have to look for? Now, in order to identify a person whom I can call a person with high self-esteem, needs to have certain characteristics. We'll see some of them. The first one is a person with high self-esteem will like to meet new people. They are the people who like to meet new people, they like to make friends. Second one, those who don't worry about how others will judge them. Those who do what they feel is right, because right and wrong are all relative terms, and there's no definition of right and wrong. Rather, definition of right and wrong can be different for different people. So it is relative. It is not an absolute thing. So a person who doesn't judge, or a person who doesn't worry of how others will look at him or her, or how others will think of him or her, is considered to be a person with high self-esteem, or it is one of the characteristics that he or she possesses. Now, a person with high self-esteem have the courage to express themselves. They have that courage, they have that confidence in them to express their opinions, their voice, wherever they feel that it can make a difference. Their lives are enriched with each new encounter. So every experience that they come across in their life, each experience makes them or teaches them something, or maybe they enrich their life with that and learn something from it. They are nicer to be around. So you must have met many people with whom you like to spend your time, and there'll be some with whom you cannot even spend a minute or two. So it is about that. So it is about the aura that they possess, the way people feel about them, and the overall personality of an individual. The ideas are met with interest and because other wants to hear and the other want to hear what they have to say. So the ideas that they possess, the people with high self-esteem that they possess, are met with interest because people are always curious and interested to know what they have to say about it. So if you possess that characteristic, then you have one of it in order to call yourself a high self-esteem individual. They are magnets to positive opportunities. You'll see their life full of positive opportunities. They'll get various opportunities to excel, to work, to grow in their life. And they have, I think, I can attitude. So there's a very beautiful quote which reads, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you're right. What it means is that if you think you can do a task, you can do it. And if you think that you cannot, then you are right. Because if you do not believe in yourself, how and where would you get the motivation to do it? So in order to be a person with high self-esteem, you need to have I think I can attitude, and that can help you in every circumstance and every situation in your life. So these were some of the characteristics of a person with high self-esteem. Now, moving ahead, we will have or we will discuss or we will have some discussion on some characteristics that a person with low self-esteem possesses. First one is that they don't believe in themselves. They are always in doubt about their own capabilities. But it doesn't mean that they do not have any. They may have very good qualities and very good abilities than any other person with good or high self-esteem. But the only thing that keeps them away from achieving that success or distances them from that success is their belief in them. That is what self-esteem is about. So it is about how much you believe in yourself. And people with low self-esteem don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in the abilities that they possess. They do not have confidence in what they have. Second one is they see themselves failing even before they begin. You must have met many people who always say that, I can't do this. I don't think so. This is not my cup of tea. So they always see themselves failing even before they even begin the task. So it is one of the characteristics of low self-esteem people. And they have a hard time forgiving their mistakes and make themselves pay the price forever. And they are the people who cannot forgive their mistake easily. Forget about forgiving someone else, but they cannot even forgive themselves, which is again a major crisis. So people with low self-esteem have a difficult time forgiving themselves and their mistakes. They believe they can never be as good as they should be or as good as someone other. So they don't believe in the goodness that they possess. They are not confident about it. They are afraid to show their creativity because they think that they'll be ridiculed. So they always have that doubt, self-doubt, what we call. They are dissatisfied with their lives. They are not happy with what they have. They are not content. They are not content with their lives. They are dissatisfied with wherever they. There are people who have seen who are successful and in a much better position than anyone at their age would like to be. But they are not satisfied with what they have. So in order to be happy, you need to be satisfied. So a person with low self-esteem does not have that quality of feeling satisfied with what they have. And feeling satisfied doesn't mean that you don't look for getting bigger, getting better. But it is about the living in the present and being happy with what you have right now. They spend most of the time alone. Now, you should not confuse it with those people who are not social. Not all social people, non-social people are people with low self-esteem. But most of the people who possess low self-esteem, they don't want to or they don't like to mingle with people, and they don't get along with many people. They always complain and criticize. Okay, there'll be always one person in your group or from the people you know. They always complain about everything. They always criticize. They hardly say something good. So, such a characteristic is found in a person with low self-esteem. That's why it is said that don't complain, don't criticize until and unless it is constructivist, until and unless it is for the good of someone else. Criticism is good, but only if it is for the good of someone else, if the intention behind it is good, then only you should go for that. Worry about everything and do nothing. They have a list of to do things, and they just look at it and they worry about it, but they do nothing about it. So those who do not focus on doing things, but they just worry about the issues, the problems, and the work that they have, and they do nothing about it. Okay, it's considered as one of the characteristics of a person with low self-esteem. And last but not the least, they have an I can't do it attitude. As I already said before, that there is one beautiful quote which says, if you think you can, you can. If you think you cannot, you are right. So they always have that attitude that they can't do it. They do not have that confidence in themselves. And that is what keeps them away from all the success that they deserve. In spite of having all the abilities, skills, capabilities, they are not in a place where they can be called successful. So this was about, or these are the characteristics of a person with low self-esteem. We'll discuss more about this particular topic now that we have understood what exactly is self-esteem, what it consists of, what are what characteristics a person with high self-esteem possess, and what characteristic a person with low self-esteem would possess. We will discuss how, as a teacher, you can promote high self-esteem or promote that self-esteem among students as a teacher. So if you have any queries or any doubts related to the topic that is discussed just now, please feel free to type it in the chat box. Thank you.